really tight. Hey! Hey!
Oh, we're getting a lot done today. Gosh. Welcome back, guys. We're back to the pre-cleaner project. So we're back up into the rear end of the combine. I've actually got the I got the pre-cleaner out. You guys seen me do that. And then we put those little black fins in behind there. And now that this is out, we are going to calibrate or make sure that the sieve and the chaffer are at the correct spacing. So what the screen tells you is millimeters, so if it's 12 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 4, whatever, it should match. So I've got an 8 millimeter Allen wrench. I'm going to have Brody set the sieve at 8 millimeters, and this should just fit in there just perfect. Odds of that, very slim, probably needs to be calibrated, especially if it's never been done since new. That is if the screen ever decides to boot up for him. Going to 8. Yeah, we're ready. No, it isn't. It's like 10, I would say. It's saying 8. Hang on, let me look here. There's a bunch of crap in the sieve causing issues. I can't hear what he's yelling and talking. I can't hear a thing he's saying. Wow, that is open. This thing does some crazy stuff. I would say it's 9. 9 to 10. Is that maybe just good? Call that good enough? I'd say it's 9 to 10. I like to check it in all different areas because it's getting worse up here. That's definitely 10 millimeters. So I need to make a phone call and figure out how you manually recalibrate that. Or maybe on these it's automated. Maybe. Actually, we YouTubed it and it told you exactly how to do it. But you got to get into some advanced deep settings in the machine. But we did get it calibrated. So basically what you do is you go into the calibration and you set this to 5 manually with the switches on the outside of the combine. And then you set it to 5 millimeters, which is really closed actually. And then you hit calibrate. It opens fully, closes fully, and then opens back to 5. Now and this happens every single time, if it's not at 5 again, you just got to kind of guesstimate how many millimeters it's off. Do the calibration again by either opening it or closing it. So when it was at 5, it was more like at 3. So I upsized to a 7 millimeter when doing the calibration, and it worked out perfect. So we've got the bottom done. Now we have to insert the top chaffer. We just did the sieve and calibrate that. Then we know this machine's dead true. And then I will, even though we aren't probably doing anything with the sieves or chaffers on that, I'm going to verify that they are on, so that when we're out combining, these machines are the same, we can run the same settings and feel confident that they're doing the same thing. Come on, man. Just work with me here.
It's going. Oh, you got it? I wonder why that was so hard.
Well, that seemed to be more of a battle than it needed to be. As is everything we do. Okay, I think it's in. Looks like she's seating up pretty nice. So, basically now the only difference is that piece right there is not sitting on those black tabs. And we added in those little fingers up there. So, we'll bolt this in, put some of them fingers here, cover this up, plug it in, calibrate this top chaffer, or the chaffer, and we should be ready in this department, this area. Should go right in. Should just go right in. Why don't you go right in? Right about now is when I'm tempted to just put the gun on there and force things. It's never a good idea. Ever. We're gonna get rammy with it. It's like it needs to go forward just a millimeter. Just a teeny bit. Good. Good. And just like that, she's back together. Last step, calibrate it. And we're getting pretty close on this machine to be field ready. Next project, and by the way, look at this. It's 55 degrees outside. It's record highs, I believe, for this date. And I can honestly say I've never seen anything in January weather be like this. There is supposed to be a truck looking for a trailer somewhere around here. I'm having a feeling that I'm the guy that don't know where the trailer's at. I'm getting my exercise in, walking around the whole yard. But I found him. I found him. Needless to say, it feels like it's April. Yard's thawing off, snow's all gone again, just about. And here he is. I finally found you. I've been walking for a mile, it feels like.
You know, thought we'd be more in shape after riding snowmobiles. That crank just tired me out.
Yeah, that is not... It used to be like new. Used to be like new.
Right.
Now junk. How do you run this? Double push. There we go. Close. Ah, it even works. It's a miracle. So we have a lot of corn that needs to be delivered on some contracts, and we're gonna get 2 trucks going, so we're gonna hook this one up. Or I guess I should say it is hooked up. I bet this is the last time in January that we'll ever hand pull wood out of the ground.
Right.
Ever. It's insane. That should be froze down. As you can see, the Kenworth is back from his surgery. Not anything like super major, just a lot of small stupid stuff that I'm sure adds up to a major bill. Kingpins, some suspension bushings, exhaust manifold bolts, some brakes since they were there. Yeah, so he's finally back, and we're gonna put him on the road because that is technically the truck that we kind of bought to be our nice riding automatic truck. But better late than never, I guess. Filling. Prepare for forward motion. You can go to the back. Ooh. Didn't quite turn off as quickly as I'd like to see. I'm going to interrupt the video here for a little bit and just tell you guys again about these cup holders. If you have any interest, the link is in the description of the video. And if you use Larson 10, or the code will be in the description, you can get 10% off. But basically they're cup holder, phone holder. We all really like them. They're all stainless steel. They come with a bunch of different bracketry, so you can mount them in boats, UTVs, tractors, cars, wherever you feel you want them. But my favorite feature is the phone holder. It's always there. I can see it. I can charge it. This company is actually going to be at the North America Farm and Power Show, and the date of that is March 14th through the 16th. So if you see them there, if you're going there, check them out. So being it's so beautiful outside, everything and anything can start very easily. So we're gonna fix an issue. Started up the service truck here. Come over to my issue here. As you can see, it's decided to go flat on the bottom. And it's always been a slow leaking tire. Unfortunately, I don't know how many of you have picked it out yet, but the split rim has become separated. So this does me no good because I can't fix that. That's the tire company. Gonna have to take this off, take tire off. The O-ring's all dry rotted, destroyed. Rust has taken place. Nice. But I can't say that I didn't try, I guess. Just no fixing that though.
What's going on?
Everything's gone to junk in there.
Why?
Tire's debeated. The split rim is debeated. Oh yeah.
Nice.
My thoughts exactly. So, I guess the only bright side is it's a project that we can't do.
It is a plus.
Believe it or not, we worked all afternoon with that door open comfortably, just like this. Crazy, unbelievable. We worked on this, shielded it up, did a couple of small things to it, tightened some belts. Other than that, not too much. So this is ready to leave for now. We do have some stuff maybe coming to put on there. I know there's a kit for the unload systems that we're waiting for, but for the most part it can get out of here so we can get moving into the more of the spring planting type of stuff. And this thing's finally leaving. We were waiting for a couple of brake valve and a fuel line. We got that fixed, so finally don't have to look at that. I hate looking at projects that just you're waiting for parts for, just take up space, and then you just end up dreading the project more and more. I wonder how many times we're gonna go through this phase, because I know it ain't gonna stay this nice. The 10-day forecast, it's 40s, which is still unbelievably nice, but it ain't gonna be like this all winter, I'll guarantee you. Normally you only have to go through the spring freeze and thaw once. Now we get to go through it in the middle of winter too, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we're moving some stuff around so that this can get into the shop and be ready to go tomorrow. Well, we're into a new project on a new day.
It ain't new.
It's an ongoing struggle is what it is.
Look at it. Does that look right?
Okay, so let's just explain here what we got going on. Up there, under the cab, worst spot to work, actually, it's horrible. This hose and two other hoses were rubbed through, leaking, causing a big mess all over the front rear end. So need a new hose. Should be pretty easy. We got 2 out of the 3 were correct. This was the first hose that was incorrect.
Supposed to be that one.
That needs to be returned. This one, called up, told him it's not right, it needs to have a 90 on. Okay, yep.
That's a 45.
That's not a 90. So we're sick of the project and we're gonna see if we can somehow weasel this
It should be fine
in there. I'm just so irritated with the wrong parts all the time. It shouldn't be this difficult.
You gotta go down there.
Oh, I'm the guy on the ground?
Well, that needs long arms, but they both need long arms, which I don't have long arms.
Can't really hear him, but I think he
I don't have long arms!
I think he says that he's short and has no arms.
Yeah, it was a struggle over there.
So this is the area that we were talking about. As you can see, everything has been covered. It's just a massive mess. And now I gotta figure out, because Eric was the one working on this before, where this hose routes. Way up, all the way to the front of the cab. And I believe this has something to do with brakes. So quite important to have brakes.
Is the 45 gonna work?
I'm not sure I was talking.
Okay, I'm gonna send it down and then you let me know.
We're going in deep, boys. Going in deep.
I gotta know which way this goes on. Because once you have it on, you can't really take it off where it's at. I'm just gonna guess. This looks right.
50-50 shot, Brody. 50-50 shot. So whatever you think, do it the other way.
I thought the other way, so that's why I did it this way.
You know, this has been dripping here. I wonder how much oil is left in the tractor. It's been dripping for 2 days.
No, it's only been dripping for 24 hours.
Okay. I'm guessing it goes somewhere where that rag is completely soaked and wrapped around. It's got to keep coming down more. Hold up, don't jam it full of dirt. Hold up.
I'm not doing anything.
It's whipping around.
Well, this other one has a swivel, so.
Rotate. Rotate. Okay, we got to go over that one.
I think I'm gonna have to let go.
Well, hold up. Does it even reach?
I can't see.
Push it more towards the other. Why are you on the wrong side of the machine?
Because you can't get to it on the other side.
I don't think it's even long enough. 95% sure it's not even long enough. Did you just drop it?
Yep, because I can't hold it. I don't think it's long enough. Because the way I was reaching way down there, no.
I would agree because I still need 3 more inches.
Can we just make our own?
I might be down to that shortly. Okay, Case IH Partsman. We're about to have it out again. In a nice, polite manner of frustration.
To our complete inventory of new and used equipment, with pictures, prices, and descriptions. Our website is easy to browse.
All right, I think we finally tracked down the right one. We'll try it for a 3rd time, but now someone's got to go to town again.
Is it gonna work?
No. But I gave him the part number on the hose like I did yesterday, and it didn't pop up, and today it popped up. So we have 4 of them on hand. Very strange.
3rd time's a charm. Huh?
I guess so. Well, I didn't want to do that job anyways, I guess so.
I was gonna get my onesie back on.
You should have seen him yesterday.
It's not quite my size. It's a little tight.
You mean this thing? I think this is what we used to wear when we had hogs. Did it smell like piggies?
No.
He can't smell, remember?
Yeah. But it went down to about here. And when I zipped it shut, everything got a little tight. Kind of hard to breathe. Couldn't move much. We'll get it on when we get the right hose. Then we'll show them.
So before that project, me and Eric and somewhat Brody, put your underwear away. What are you doing?
Where did you find that?
These little deals were in the rag basket.
Look at the brown stain on them.
I don't want to know whose those are. Didn't you used to wear that color?
Those are women's, man.
How do you know?
Oh,
I could go try them on.
please, please.
There's something wrong with you that you'd want to see that.
What?
There is more than one thing wrong with me. It's really tight. Hey, hey!
Oh, we're getting a lot done today.
Gosh. Fruit of the Loom.
They're smalls.
28. Size 28.
They're small.
You wrecked them, Eric. You stretched them out.
I suppose the brown stain came from me too, huh?
They look perfectly fine to me. I'm taking them back home.
So they were image.
I have no idea.
Okay,
Kids.
on a serious note, you want to take these back and then pick up the right one?
Not again. The one from Watertown?
This one's the one from Watertown that we got the part number from Graceville from. Wrong. This is the one they sent out the first time. Wrong. So I need the right one.
I'm going to take these with me and tell them they can have their hoses. And Whatever. They are all wrong. Yep. Yeah, it gives me something to do.
Okay, so what we were working on earlier today is kind of me and Eric were working on this. So Eric worked on the oil changes. He did engine oil, fuel filters, reverser. I've been working on, it got inspected, so all the belts were off. They take them off, they leave them off. So I put all the belts on in the areas that don't need work. Got a bearing there that is getting rough and tight. So that's getting replaced. But overall, not too many bad things. I really thought it was going to come in needing a lot more than it does. But I think the parts list was, are you okay? Oh my gosh.
Can you see what's in my eye?
Yeah, I can see it.
I can't
It's
do it.
still in there.
I'm going to the bathroom.
You've pulled me away. I was busy explaining on the combine. Basically, there is maybe 6 different things that they want, some bearings replaced, stuff like that. I think it totals up to like $2,500 worth of stuff.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad. And a lot of that stuff, even the mechanic said, I really don't think you need to replace. So
Straight back to
we're
when
skipping
I used
some stuff.
20 series combines, throw a couple thousand, tops 5,000, you were good to go for a couple of years.
Well, $2,500 is cheap nowadays on a lot of repairs. So I'm pretty impressed. What are you into here?
I'm into trouble. The batteries were dead, so I took them out, and now it's been a few weeks, and there's a lot of battery cables there. I took a picture, but it wasn't a very good picture. And I've got too much sparking when I put the battery cables on. It looks like there's a little man down there welding. So it could be the alternator. I don't know why that would go to shot. But you get to go underneath and trace all the wires back to the battery box here.
It's basically, the long and the short of it is, this truck's got a major draw now all of a sudden, and we keep destroying batteries because then they freeze. Like our little maintainer here doesn't even keep up to the draw. Why?
I'm sure it's for a snowmobile lawnmower.
Well, it works on all the other stuff.
You want to go there, or maybe in front of the back wheel? I found exiting over by the wheel was better than trying to slide underneath the diesel tank. And do they know how nice it is here in Minnesota this last week?
Take them. I'm going
Okay, it's very nice here, as you know.
Ow!
Yeah. Okay, when you pull on them battery cables now, over to the west of you, that's when the debris falls into your eye. The hot cables are wrapped with that protective wrap. That makes sense?
Well, are these all battery cables?
Yes, there's more battery cables on this truck than we have on all of our semis put together. So
I see lots of concerning issues.
yeah, there's some rubbish. That's why I want to, if I could only get this thing started and get it in the shop.
The throw out bearing space gap for the clutch is terrible too.
Throw out bearing, what?
There's antifreeze dripping out of the flywheel.
Oh, that's impossible.
Well, it looks like antifreeze right here.
For sale, slightly used. Never broke down once. Okay, you start looking. I'm gonna shut these guys off.
I think I found where the antifreeze is coming from. For some reason, the antifreeze filter has stripping off of that down onto everything. How are you coming? I didn't see any rub throughs, so were you hooking stuff up incorrectly?
Well, there might have been a situation. You know, no matter what a guy does, yeah, we should go fishing. When you make new battery cables, this was nothing we did. This is who knows how many years ago, but it'd be nice if the red would go to the plus instead of some of these here undefined ones.
You mean there's some red ones that go to the ground intentionally?
Well, this one you don't really know where it's supposed to go to.
The black one's on the hot.
This one is non-colored, but that is actually a hot. So now there's a little red up here, but that really, who knows what that is? That's a solenoid. I don't know what that's for. I thought it was for hooking up to the battery post, but that's not. I don't know. So
You know, just whatever you do, don't burn something down. We have a lot of equipment in here. I don't want
you're a kid.
see leave. Except this truck.
Here we go. We're gonna hook the last one up, and we got no sparks. So
We're hooking a ground to a hot. Is
absolutely, that was definitely the issue there. I knew it right away when I touched it, and it's like, oh no, we gotta trace some wires now.
So we're trying to get this truck started because Twin Valley is coming to fix my tire problem tomorrow, I guess. It didn't take long. Starts good.
Yeah, it does. Are we gonna keep on here? Gotta move everything then? This machine shed shuffle.
Some more time for that from our life.
I gotta go home.
See this?
What's that?
Well, she's a depth burner and I filled it up and it all ran out, and then I tried to somewhat clean it and it doesn't look like it worked very
What's
well.
that got to do with depth? Or that's the
Well, I was filling it and it ran out all over.
They put the depth hole in the, I never knew that.
Yeah, so then you can spill depth down into your
Right.
hole that also when you try to wash it, water goes in there.
What kind of
Or are we
junk?
missing something there? Comment below. We could very well be missing something. Quite concerning, actually. I don't...
That does.
Ow!
You know they make them raccoon traps like that.
Yeah! Ow!
There's got to be a cover. Huh?
Didn't come with it when I bought it.
You better wash that off or that'll eat that paint up.
I like this idea better. Let's just pull this tractor ahead, back it up a ways, and save moving 5 things. And just move one. It's alive! It's alive! She's jumpy little bugger today. Hopefully it's not dead when we come back.
No, if it is, then it's I'm gonna take the alternator in and see if that's doing something, because it never used to do what it's doing. I'm gonna plug the battery maintainer in, that big one, you know?
The ATV charger. Well, we finally did get the right hose and just put it on. As you can see, and my hair got rubbed in a bunch of oil. Might be showering with the Dawn dish soap tonight. But it is in a horrible, horrible area up in behind the muffler, and you gotta lay on all this stuff, and one guy has to squirrel, one guy being the small guy, had to squirrel his long, lengthy body up in there. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun, but it's fixed, and hopefully we fixed the rubbing points, because it was all went to junk because they were rubbing on each other. So we wrapped them, routed them a little different, so hopefully it's a forever fix, or forever as long as we own that tractor. Oh yeah. Anyways, guys, I think it's a wrap on today and this video. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe. We truly do appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.